waiting for better times. In small villages and cities around the Gdansk is sometimes between 20 and 40. Because many years the biggest company from Gdansk it was a shipyard. In the best time, during the Soviet times, 15,000 workers. Now is only 2,500. The situation changed like in many European countries. Now is a problem to build the ships. Our shipyard need a guarantee of Polish government. They have a great problem to get a credit from a bank. So the surface of this shipyard is over 150 years. So is the position in rental of the houses. So we pay every month, the same during the summer months for the heating, and in this way is cheaper during winter months. This part of the city with many shopping centers, with many banks, with offices of very big companies. 6 hours by bus from Gdańsk and 4 hours by train. Yes, of course. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, now we see the tallest buildings of the center of Gdańsk. The first building from the left-hand side is a Mercure Hevelius Hotel, built in 1978. It's still the biggest in the center of the city. Another building, another two buildings, offices, which cooperate with Gdańska shipyard. Now we see on the left-hand side original buildings of Gdańska shipyard from the 19th and 20th century. Many of these buildings with flats, especially built for the workers. This shipyard was created, it was founded by the German Emperor in 1844, and many years it was called the Emperor shipyard. Later changed the name, changed the owner for Shishow shipyard, Lenin shipyard, and from 1989 is the Gdańska shipyard. And we see the Solidarity Square, the most important in the history of Gdańsk. Now we visit the exhibition, and after the exhibition we stop for a while and we visit this place. Free trade unions in Poland, and the Solidarity, like a society, was legal 16 months in our country. The shipyard organized courses for the workers. Roads to Freedom, and it's a wonderful place where we could show and explain young generation the history of our country. Now we see a typical shop. Not a long time in Poland, finished in 1983, very slowly we change and prepare our country and our people to the changes. The changes from 1989, where we organized a special round table, and people talk about the changes.
Centralne Muzeum Morskie, Kino Neptun, Kinoplex Gdańsk, Postołowo Golf Club, Aisa Film, Prowomis, Fundacja dla 8,5, mecenasi 11 Festiwalu Gwiazd w Gdańsku, PKO Inwestycje Spółka ZOO, Centrum Finansowe Pułapska Spółka ZOO, Pomeranka Spółka ZOO, Zakłady Farmaceutyczne Polfarma S.A., Bank Zachodni WBK S.A., Grupa Ubezpieczeniowo-Finansowa Warta, Podlaska Wytwórnia Wódek Polmos Siedlce S.A., Narodowe Centrum Kultury, Program Pierwszy i Program Drugi Telewizji Polskiej, TVP Kultura, Grupa Lotos, Ruch S.A., Polskie Wydawnictwo Audiowizualne, Stowarzyszenie Filmowców Polskich, Polskie Linie Lotnicze LOT, PKP Intercity, Trias Spółka ZOO, Trefl S.A., Media Patroni 11 Festiwalu.
Hey, Michael. What that means.
Are they going to perform some?
So 7 years ago, the price for the 1 square meter, it was between 2,000 4,000 US dollars. On the right hand side, we see the beach. We use a shorter name, Monciak. On the right hand side, for 2 years it will be a possibility to see 5 stars hotel. It will be Sheraton. What are we going? What is the decision? These people who use 70 dialects, a special language, they have a very popular costumes, nice music. We see a typical handcraft, and it's today very big market, and in the evening it will be very big concert. So we see the colors of the flag of the Kashubian people, the black and the yellow. So the emblem yellow background. And now on the right hand side we see the flag of the Kashubian people.
See, there's the ship. We walk outside. Now here's the train. This is incredible setup. Nice setup. You just cross. And you're there. Warnemünde. Michael.
Ich habe aber auch gekriegt, Muffin für die Lichtung.
Where do you want to sit? Right here? Will be. Actually, you should do it like this. Balance.
That's what we were debating originally.
Probably trying to turn around.
Yeah, right. No, he said it was this way. Somebody asked him about that.
Thank you. Did you order this? No,
No.
I think it.
I think every table had one.
Very nice and close together.
No fighting. Trash.
This is Berlin. We are on a train.
Okay, well, we won't sit next to you. Another last next time.
Are you taking my video?
Anywhere.
Does that look cool?
Yes.
That looks great. Perfect. Like, there's a reason it's 5.5 out to LA and 3.5 back. I mean, come on.
That's right.
You make a lot of time. Yeah, rarely, because I'll fly the red eye back on. Rarely. That I can fit anywhere between a 6 and a 10, depending on,
Right,
you know,
right.
but
How expensive it is.
Yeah.
If it's really expensive, you're very thin.
yeah. I think, you know, I'm thinking this was a giveaway, right? Flat roof condos.
We're in Berlin now, Michael.
I thought that good dance, the way they redid that city was just amazing. Yeah, we had a nice boat when right
We did one in London. It was like the tour of the dock.
Yeah. But what did we do? Then we ended up, we were in
It
London.
was so bad we had to get off.
Then we went to Copenhagen. Very nice, like 30 minutes. $3.
Yeah. Well, you know, sometimes too when you're on a cruise, the last thing you want to do is get on the boat.
That's right. That's
But
right.
they have, we were then expected in St. Petersburg. It turned out they
When
really
I was
nice.
down there, Geneva, I want to say, yeah.
very good village.
Okay.
Was just ending this trip.
Oh, it was much hotter.
Where they said it was extreme in Russia. So we kind of just
I think it's bus. Bus driver goes 18 minutes from the camp.
Kept watching temperature.
And it was 6
In our paper. No, well, it wasn't. It wasn't 60. It was 70. It was 80.
Yeah, I didn't ever see an 80. The highest I saw was like a 75.
Yeah, Moscow had 70.
Take a nap and she doesn't have cakes.
I know you missed them. I know that you're going to spend every waking minute with them. But it's good to see you.
Wow, for that long.
Say something you have an island in Florida or like beachfront property.
Yeah.
Where you're talking about them now, they're 8 weeks long. They're pushing $8,000.
But they're not 8 weeks.
No, they're 8.
They're 7, not 8 weeks.
No, they're 7.
Having
They're $8,000. Not that. No, I solicited some camps, so I was discussing it with the guys, and it's close to $8,000. If you imagine how expensive, very
We probably came around that
This is the time in Berlin.
Did the artist invited to paint the wall?
Yes. And these are the renovated ones. Even when the wall was standing, you had from the western side of the wall, it was used for graffiti and people writing quotes on it and or protest notes or whatever. But not from the east side, because from the east side it was of course being guarded, guard dogs and trespassers and so on.
You want to take it out. Where's the best place to stop in
It's about this area because the further down it has not been renovated.
Maybe we should do a quick picture.
Can we just do a quick picture taking here?
Yes.
Thank you, William.
I think Keith Haring was the most, and this guy, these things of Miro,
Oh.
they are quite famous.
Oh.
Oh, the artist who did this part?
Yes.
Which one? The one with the faces?
Yeah, the one with the faces. I will never stay, but he's quite famous.
Excellent.
And here you can also see structure of the wall, because from the basement to the top, and then there was a ring, and then there was still barbed wire across the upper ring. So you can see how high it was. Towards the city. The high tower you see there is one of Europe's highest, tallest buildings.
Hi.
And it's located on the Alex, is the German name for square. And this is a very, very huge depot. But it was so ugly and it was so fantastic. Asbestos. So you see, we've made a side trip from the Daimler City, and we're heading towards the east.
It's on the left side?
Yeah, straight on.
Oh, straight on. Oh, that's right.
You see the Frederica, the carriage, the green copper carriage on top.
Yeah.
And that's where all the party mile starts. The Nazis from not only Germany but also Austria, Holland, Scandinavia, Poland, the Baltic states, wherever, even France, even the only country not was Switzerland, because Switzerland was strictly safe from and neutral, and they closed their borders. And this was created by American architect Peter Eisenman, and was opened last year. It consists of about 2,000 concrete blocks. You can, as you can see, the children running around, you can go through, and it's meant to be like, if you go in the middle of it, into the center, then you have all those stones around you, and they are various in size, and some are a bit leaning. It's all meant to be like that you contemplate and you get a feel of the vast size of what was going on. It's so unbelievable, and this is meant to make you feel get a feeling for what is how the size of what was happening to be demonstrated. So we'll go halfway around it. Here it's very shallow in the beginning, but if we go further on, you see how deep it gets. The aisles are getting very deep.
Some different heights, huh?
And the committee who put it up, they say, we don't mind children running around. We want to have it as a lively monument. Something to feel and something to comprehend.
Wow, nice.
See the construction site over there? With the 3 cranes? This is the American embassy being built at the moment. The new building in its historic place.
Wow.
It's huge,
I've never
isn't it?
seen anything like it.
It's a very impressive view from this side.
It's almost like a cemetery.
Yeah,
It gives you that
you could
feeling.
take it as a cemetery. Because all this was not here. There was just the tree standing over there. Otherwise it was just lawn, and the wall was around here.
Oh, the wall was here somewhere, huh?
Yeah. We are again in the eastern part. A French department store. You have very upper class restaurants like Boca di Bacco, which is closed during lunch. During the week you find celebrities. Some of these guys know me, and when we come with the black cars dripping with, there you see the
got security, barricade.
Goodness gracious.
we'll have meet with Angela Merkel, the German Chancellor, and I'll be among the lucky ones driving your Secret Service.
Oh,
That's the Russian embassy over there with all that gold and glitter. That's the other big country which I almost forgot to tell you
oh, look
about.
at that. We could see the rights.
The Brandenburg Gate, and in front they have this huge football you may have seen from
From the TV, from the news, CNN.
Yeah. And we'll go in. We'll just go in. They can't send us back. So.
Oh, that's a big soccer ball there. I think
Yes.
you put that in the book.
But it's good too for personal. You gonna take a picture?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, just east-west. You see, this is the east-west crossing, is above the ground, and you have about the same size below the ground. And this is one of the famous ICE trains, which are the German high-speed trains. You traveled on that?
Yeah, I see.
Ah, yeah. On the new one, on the new type, which is a bit more slim.
We passed by this. Wasn't there a movie that was filmed here? Oh, but it's new, you said, right?
Yeah, that's
You're right, they're not swimming in the river.
It's still the river. I have to make a turn.
That's okay.
Of the Chancellery. It's a very unique and wonderful modern building. And close to the Chancellery is already the Parliament building. Yeah, you see, Berliners are easygoing and the tourists are enjoying.
Yes.
It's a very liberal city. Don't get shocked if you see naked people somewhere lying around. We have areas in the Tiergarten where the gay community is lying around on the Sunday, and you'll see a lot of beautiful naked men, if you like. It's being tolerated. It's not being fostered, but it's being tolerated, as long as they don't go public too much.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is also a nice view. On top of the Reichstag, the glass dome on top was designed by the British architect Sir Norman Foster, because this is Bebelplatz. And on Bebelplatz it happened then in the 1930s, 33, the burning of the books. That's right. Yeah.
It wasn't on this spot?
That happened on this square.
On the square.
Can we come out?
The burning of the books.
This was
the burning of the books happened in the square. So now they have a monument for the stack of books. They have these bears with their hands up. Different country symbols.
Please, if not, just tell me. This building was erected and finished in 1905 and is a biblical book on Bible and then a book on Reformation. As I will play organ for you, take a journey with your eyes and look around. If you look all the way up, you can see it, you have to believe it. You see the Holy Spirit in 70 meters height. The Holy Spirit giving 8 golden rays towards 8 beatitudes. The 8 beatitudes as mosaics. I don't know how large your living room is, but each of those mosaics covers an area of some 39 square meters. And if you want to take one home and use this as a puzzle, you get 500,000 little stones for each of the mosaics, and it should take you a couple of years to finish it because they don't interlink, they just go one by one. Looking all around, you see sandstone figures standing there high up. On the right side, which is the eastern side of the cathedral, where theology is at home, you see Martin Luther and his friend Melanchthon, both from Wittenberg, and on the other side over there, Zwingli and Calvin, both Reformed theologians. Opposite to the eastern side is the western side, of course, the side of the evil, the side of worldly life, in this case the gallery of the last German emperor, and you see also 4 sandstone figures of some members of the German nobility that got the ideal acoustics today because it's empty downstairs. Thank you for coming. Are there any questions? Yes, wonderful.
When the bomb hit the dome.
Actually so, but I mean if you don't pay, so we say if you don't pay you don't get it. But what you pay is what you get. If you don't pass a higher level of education. So driving down Friedrichstraße from north to south now. Still see the shops. Some shops are open now. They open on Sunday afternoons. And coming up shortly will be the checkpoint Charlie. Oh no, there's a bus breakdown. Oh shit.
We gotta go around.
Yeah, we have to go around.
Oh, I've seen those. The system where you could.
I've subscribed to the German Rail, Deutsche Bahn. They have understanding as being a universal side. You see a Russian serviceman.
Ah.
And
this is actually the boundary, right? East and West Berlin.
Yeah. We are rolling over the wall stones now, and this was one of the checkpoints with the letter C. That's why it's called
C for Charlie. Yeah.
Checkpoint Charlie, and it's famous because it was the checkpoint where foreigners could change into the city. So they put up a replica of the small hut. And these guys here, they are disguised as soldiers.
They're just
you see?
exchanging money, bribing.
They charge for photos, one person €1. They are half legal. I make a U-turn so you can see the whole thing from the other side.
The other side.
If you want to, I can also. And where the soldier is and that at the peak of the Cold War, there was one tank. American tank facing the Russian tank. They were so close, and it was all at the brink of the Third World War, which happened here. You must imagine all the modern buildings; they were not there. Those you see in the background. The building which was there, and was also the cafe, the cafe at the left corner, Café Adler, Coffee Eagle. That has been a coffee house ever since, and this became also famous when the war came down because there was no other place where journalists could take food or have a coffee or something like that. So they had the big times. There is a picture of the tanks which were facing, and those pictures you also see on the postcard stands also. Like here, these were the signs where it said, "You are leaving. I have no one behind you."
So American sector.
Yeah, you can do your photo. Ich muss nur da, wo Ihr Kollege steht, da gehe ich eben dahinter, lass die Gäste raus, damit die zum Bootsanleger können, und dann bin ich wieder weg. Dankeschön. They're very friendly German policemen. Sometimes they're even funny.
It's a far cry from what I used to see in the movies. Whenever you're being stopped in a car like that by a checkpoint, that means trouble.
So they already started, do you think?
No, I think they will leave. He said it's
Can I have to take a picture of me and Daddy?
But now you can relax, you can use 2 chairs if you like. And I will try to give you the most interesting information about the sites you're going to see on the right and on the left hand side. Please stop me if I'm too fast. Can everybody hear me properly? Yes? Okay. So have a German beer as well and relax a bit from the tour so far. On the left hand side, I already mentioned the new central station opened in May 2006 with over 9,700 glass panels, different ones. So no glass glass panel is like the other. Okay, that's a quite unique feature of the central station. We have 5 platforms inside and 2 bounds, one going from north to south underground, underneath the river, and one going from east to west. Just in front of us, we are going through the new government. A blue building that side. This is the most expensive kindergarten we have in Germany. As cost, and it was highly debated because there were a lot of open places of the United States and Japan. Some say that also the Canadians have a big one, so it ranges from the 3rd to the 4th place actually. Then we have the Asper, and now it's home of the parliamentarians. Having a cocktail, enjoying the sun, has become very popular, especially in the evening, and especially during the soccer games. Then you have the screens, and the people are enjoying themselves. Behind the Strandbaumitte, there's the Mont Bijou Park. Open public swimming pool. You might see the children at the swimming pool inside. This is bridges. And coming closer to the Fredericks Bridge.
How are you, Michael?
All the states in Europe, France, Austria, and General Moltke was quite successful, and this is why they dedicated this bridge to him. And you might see the ugly now just above of the woman, supposed to be his wife, just in front of us, not General Moltke, his wife. This is Angela Merkel. She's the first and youngest chancellor of all time. She's only 51. She's the most powerful person in Germany. That's the new chancellery, built into the bridge just above to the helicopter airport, only for Mrs. Merkel. And also known as Harry Truman's smile. It was built in 1957, was a gift present by the American government came down. And
so we're driving south, so this is east and this is west on the right side.
This gives an idea parts of the wall. I want to get closer to it.
So, I'm just really curious. Before the walls came down, I mean, they really lived on one side, and people from the west lived on the other side. And that must have been hard.
Trying to jump the wall.
From the east to the west, or
Yeah.
west to east.
There you can
It's
see,
always east to west.
Here you can see, like they had those lights, those lanterns. It was all light, and here we are standing in West Berlin, and there we are. The cemetery was East Berlin, so it was about 100 meters. It was not just the wall. You had patrol guards going. You had a minefield. You had German Shepherd's dogs on lines running around. So once you had jumped, you would have jumped.
Take a picture.
From the castle. Right now, run. Let's go, let's go. Here's our track, come on. We're entering the castle.
Interested in knowing a little about our taxes here, because when British and American hear about taxation system, they more or less get a stroke. It's like this: if we earn more than approximately $55,000 US, whatever we earn above that is taxed by 61%. It's a big lot. But in this area here, Northern Zealand is a little more expensive than other areas, because a lot of people here, they like to have new acres where they can have horses. Where's Copenhagen? From here we are approximately 40 miles. 40 miles.
Michael. Annabelle.
I'm going to Frederiksborg Castle.
Mom.
This room here is called the room of the rose. It has nothing to do with the flower rose. That's the vibe of the body. The rest are marbles, but newer things.
Oregon.
I think I need to stop. This is the audience room of the kings. This was spared during the big fire. There it should be switched. But when they have made the edge up there, and made the painting so small, they had to put it up. Actually, it should have been down there and the other way around. But who cares? If I hadn't told you, you wouldn't have found out. Now you know. Now you can't sleep tonight. So there are pictures of the
Dad, go next to it.
Kailangan kung mag-visit ng Pilipinas. Oo, talay. Kung matutuwa sila. Kung kumata, nakita kayo kanina nakita niyo si Tito Ed? I'm serious. Hindi. I'm serious. I'm wild. Sobrang init yan. Pag mainit, Are you doing it now? We're in the house of Tito Tess. Bjorn, her son, and Maritas, who's our chef today. She's cooking. And this is their flat.
Hi.
Okay. And that's our beautiful Maritas
Bye.
for us.
I hope you like it.
We like
I hope it's gonna be good.
So we're gonna show this to everybody in LA. Cairo.
Danes are very afraid of immigration right now. And I think it's a mood in the country that's based on information that that they have no clue about.
No basis. Like what kind?
Is being